I missed every birthday, but not her wedding. I was never the father I should have been for my daughter. 6 years sober doesn't undo the wreckage I left behind. Forgotten birthdays, drunken promises, nights I swore I'd show up and let the bottle win instead. Emily stopped expecting anything from me long before she turned 18. By then, I was just a name in her contacts list she never touched. I started putting the pieces back together after that, got serious about sobriety, became a tour guide at the city museum, stuck to a routine, went to meetings, stayed clean. But she was still a stranger who shared my last name. When she invited me to her law school graduation, it didn't feel like an olive branch, more like a courtesy. Still, I went, wore my nicest blazer, bought her a bouquet, sat quietly in the back. Watching her walk across that stage hit me like a wave, pride tangled up in shame. Dinner afterward was polite but stiff, like we were co-workers forced to sit next to each other at some office party. Then I met Carlos, her boyfriend. He had this warmth, this effortless way of making people feel seen. His family was there too, half the table speaking Spanish, everyone passing dishes, laughing loudly like it was a family reunion, and I'd missed every invite. Then I saw Emily, truly saw her. Not the version I had failed to raise, but a whole person. Fluent in Spanish, vibrant, telling stories with her hands and her eyes. She laughed. God, she laughed in a way I didn't recognize. But then Carlos's mom asked her something in Spanish, and just for a second, Emily froze. Her smile dimmed. The table hushed. I didn't know what was said, but I felt the crack in the moment like a splinter in my chest. That night, I went home and signed up for a beginner's Spanish class. I didn't tell her. I didn't want to until it meant something. For 3 years, I studied. Flashcards on lunch breaks, night classes, audio lessons on my walk to work. I advanced through class levels, and when that wasn't enough, I got help from Senora Vasquez, a retired teacher from my AA group who made me repeat things until they were right. Every time I wanted to quit, I remembered that dinner table, how far away she felt. Then she called. Carlos had proposed. They were keeping the wedding small, just close family. Just close family. Those words hit harder than any rock bottom. I doubled down. Extra shifts at the museum to pay for tutoring. Weekends spent drilling verb conjugations. Still no big reveal, no grand gesture. I just wanted to be part of her life. Then, a few months out from the wedding, she called in a panic. The interpreter had canceled. Carlos's parents wouldn't understand the vows. I can do it, I said, without thinking. There was a long pause. I told her everything, about the classes, the tutoring, the years. At the wedding, I arrived early. My hands were shaking. I had notes tucked into my jacket like a lifeline. Carlos's mom hugged me and said something in Spanish. I responded slowly, carefully. Her eyes welled up. She pulled me in tighter. During the ceremony, I stood beside the officiant and translated every vow. My voice cracked during the parts about forgiveness and trust, but I made it through. I glanced at Emily. She was crying. At the reception, she pulled me aside. Her eyes red. "Dad," she whispered, "I can't believe you did this." I told her the truth. I saw how happy you were with them. I wanted to understand that happiness.